I just had another call today with someone else that absolutely hates sales. They were like, I love having just casual conversations with people and I love just chatting and getting to know them. But when it comes to sales, I hate it. So I asked, why do you hate it? Well, because I don't love talking about myself. I just want to learn about other people. Okay. This person had the wrong impression of sales. And what I'm starting to see is that many coaches and consultants and newer business owners that came from corporate absolutely have no understanding what sales is. So I wanted to clear it up today. So if you are someone who hates sales, this is for you. Okay, so sales is not, let's talk about what sales is not. Sales is not getting something from someone. Sales is not trying to manipulate someone into doing something. Sales is not holding someone against their will and trying to talk them into doing something that they don't want to do. What is sales? Sales is service. Okay? Sales is not anything manipulative or bad or sneaky. So let's break that down. Okay, so you have something that you've created, a service. Maybe it's a coaching service, maybe it's a consulting offer, something that provides a benefit to your potential clients. Okay. So once your clients receive your offer or service, then their lives become better, right? So think about maybe the last time that you went to a really nice restaurant and you just had an amazing meal and you had a great time. And the waiter was like amazing. Like they did everything for you. They gave you free dessert. You got a free glass of wine. It was amazing. And then the bill came and you knew it was an expensive restaurant and the bill was like $500 and you're like, "Thank you. Thank you for this amazing service and here's a tip because I had a wonderful time." This is exactly how your clients are supposed to feel after they work with you, even if your prices are premium, right? The key to sales is the value that you're providing the client is never going to be less than the value of the money they pay you. That is something that you need to drill in your head if you want to get good at sales. Because at the end of the day, sales is serving. You're giving something of greater value than they're giving to you. And the way that they commit to you is with the money they give you. So think about it this way. If you decided that you were going to do a coaching program and the coaching program was how to grow your business to $1 million, and you asked, how much is this coaching program? And the coach was like, that'll be $50. And you pay the $50. Do you think that you would be completely all in and attending every single call, doing all the homework, putting all the work in? Maybe. But even if you think you do, I don't think that you will. Now, what if you asked, okay, this program that's going to bring my business to $1 million, how much is it? And the coach is like, that'll be $50,000. You're like, oh shit, that's so much money. And then the coach makes you realize that $50,000 is a small amount of money to pay to make $1 million. Simple math, right? And you're like, okay, I guess I could spend this $50,000. Don't you think that you would be like this on every single coaching call and doing all the homework? Money is energy. The more money that you spend on something, the more energy you put into it, and the more you're going to get out of it. So I have a mastermind. It's a very high level mastermind. It's transformational. When I first started the mastermind, I have a few people that were friends that got into it for free. Do you think they come? Do you think they get any benefit? Over time, the price increased a lot. And then there's new people paying my new price. How do you think that they respond to the money that they spent on the mastermind? They show up every single day ready to listen and take notes. And guess what? They apply those notes. I just got a message right before I recorded this that someone closed a deal. I had someone come in the group in September. By October, she made 20 times more than she made in September because she's paying the full price. Money is energy. Money is commitment. Money is what you use to energetically commit to something. That's what your clients use to commit to something. Okay, now that we know that sales is service, let's think about other people instead of yourself. Let's say you're selling coaching. Let's say you're selling career coaching. I have a lot of career coaches that I work with. And you talk to someone, let's call her Mary, and Mary absolutely hates her job. Not only does she hate her job, but she's not really making that much money. And you talk to Mary, and Mary's exhausted and she's miserable. And she's like, my marriage is suffering. My kids are suffering. Everything is suffering. I just needed to get better. Oh, and I'm going broke. And you talk to Mary and you realize that Mary is presenting herself wrong to her team, not communicating with her boss correctly. And you see a few opportunities that could absolutely turn everything around for Mary. Okay. And so you tell Mary, you know what, Mary, I think I can help you. I know exactly what you need to do to turn everything around for you to be happy at work, to make more money, to have a much better life. And Mary's like, great, let's do it. How much? And you're like, that'll be $10,000. And Mary's like, that's crazy. I can't pay $10,000. So what happens in that moment? In that moment, you're like, oh my God. Your ego is like, oh my God, Mary's rejecting me. It's like when you were 15 years old and you got rejected to go out on a date. No, Mary's not rejecting you. Her ego is rejecting herself because she's not used to spending that kind of money. But what would be the service thing to do? If I were the coach and I was coaching Mary, I'd say, Mary, I understand that sounds like a lot of money to you, but let's break it down and see what's really at stake here. Your relationship with your husband, your marriage, your relationship with your kids, and there's a good chance that you'll potentially be making $30,000 more after we work together. So the return is actually pretty big on this $10,000 that you spend. Does that make sense to you, Mary? Well, yeah, it makes sense. Right? So handling Mary's objection is actually service to Mary. It's not convincing, it's not getting. It's for Mary, it's not for you. Your job as a salesperson is to be a leader and to get your people what they need, because people out there are just waiting for you to serve them. You spent all this time creating your product or service so that you can serve the people, not so you can convince or get or anything like that. So the key to sales is really, first of all, shifting that belief that sales is for you. Sales is not for you. Sales is for your potential client. It's for them to get the service that they desperately need from you so that their lives can change. And it's for them to energetically commit to that transformation. And in order to work with you, they have to see that impression of increase in you. What's the impression of increase? So there's a little book written in about 1910 called The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. It's one of the most famous business books of all time. And chapter 14 of The Science of Getting Rich is the impression of increase. Chapter 14 simply states that people all want to become the biggest, highest, greatest versions of themselves. They want the highest status. And if they see that highest version of them reflected in you, they will buy and they want to work with you. So you have to be that leader that takes them, that shows them that you're going to take them through the transformation that they're looking for. And they're going to commit to you energetically with money. And it's going to be worth every dollar that they spend. So, sales is service. Sales is leadership. Sales is not getting, it's not manipulating, it's not talking about yourself. It's talking about the other person and how you can get them to the greatest version of themselves. If you are an ex-corporate business owner and you're ready to stop effing around and scale fast, like it's a lot of work. I'm not going to tell you that there's any magic formula here. There's going to be a lot of things for you to do, a lot of direction to take, and you have to be ready. So if you're ready for that and it feels aligned, I offer $50 strategy calls. I'll link it below. And if you feel like you're in a place where you're ready to do things differently and really scale, go ahead and book. And what we'll do is we'll come up with a strategy for your business to scale fast. And if we mutually decide that it makes sense to work together after that, we'll talk about that. But if not, you'll walk away with a bunch of value.